Okay, I'm back already, and it might be hard to tell, but I folded the seats down. There's a big cave. I'm gonna look for that part because it's supposed to be like a little ramp that makes it flat. Maybe I can locate it at one of the junkyards or something. That's gonna make all the difference. But back in one of those alleys, I believe there is wood, so we'll have that. I can makeshift that probably, you know, to make it flat across. Got 2 rugs. I got 1 white blanket. Not a good choice for all this nasty weather today. But that's all I got. I got no pillows because, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I'll have to acquire a couple of those. And I just thought of something, you know, like how beautiful this could really be. Like think about like all throughout the spring and summer. Like there's not a lot of bugs. I can leave that hatch open, have this open in the sky, you know what I mean? Like really, you know, maybe build this thing up kind of nice. Really get my clothes down to just the essentials. Maybe I can keep toiletry essentials and maybe get a little hot plate to make little cups of tea or food or something. I don't know. It's definitely some ideas kicking around in my head here, you know? So, you know, and like I said, I'd really like to like make this happen, you know? I wish there was somewhere where I could get some covered parking right now. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be really nice. I'll tell you one thing that's gonna have to happen though is I'm gonna have to find some sponsorships through members, or you know, maybe some people send me some cool products, or you know, whatever, because or gas cards or just whatever, you know, to keep the adventure going. Unless I could find like other ways to like work online, you know, because well, if I do that, I need to get a laptop or something. The sad part about all this, guys, is that, you know, and I'll tell you my story and, you know, as we go along, but just to kind of brief up is 1 week ago, I had more money in my bank account than I'd ever had, and I had unlimited potential to see something blossom out of it. And in one ugly night, one fucked up ugly night, it all went away. Like, gone forever. You know, I was, me and my ex-girlfriend were kind of, you know, we cared about each other, but we had some differences that kept coming up, you know. I don't want to get into all that now, but let's just leave it at that. So, there's that. And then, I left the house with my possessions, all the you know, everything, all the clothes I wear, all the stuff I care about, all the expensive stuff, all the stuff that matters, you know, all the brand new stuff, all that, everything, because, you know, I was leaving, you know, or I was gonna give the appearance that I was, or whatever, and you know, call her bluff, I guess. And I went, and then you know, a couple friends were hanging out at this hotel, and you know, I had money, so I was like, yeah, I'll get the hotel. You know, get a hotel room myself, you know, and honestly, you know, I thought it'd be good to socialize a little bit and have a couple drinks or something, but then get my own place and just kind of chill and reflect on the night, you know. And that's the thing. But you know, what I didn't anticipate is that you have to actually think, like, you know, am I hanging out with scumbags who would steal and cheat from me, you know, because I don't think that way, so I just assume no. But that's a bad assumption, because some piece of shit grabbed my keys and stole my car. Like, I didn't know till the morning. It's kind of odd, as the people there kind of like, oh, like they told me like they knew but didn't stop them. You know, I don't know if that's true, but I don't know. You know, it just seemed weird. Like, yeah, he took your car. It's like, then why didn't somebody wake me the fuck up and say something, you know? But I don't know, whatever. Maybe they thought he had permission. I don't know. You know, it was just an odd situation all to begin with. So that was a total loss. All my tools, all my everything, my career, my fucking everything I'd written down, because you know, I said I was gonna be this great writer one day that never fucking happened. You know, just all my bitterness, you know, really. All my nice new clothes that I had accumulated, fucking gone. You know, and just like that. And then I was staying in hotels, you know, through the past week, you know, because well, first I didn't have a car, okay, at all. And I was taking Ubers everywhere, which started racking up pretty fast, because I started to realize that I have 0 friends that give a shit about me, you know, or would be there for me. And we're not talking people who have lives and kids to raise. We're talking about people who have nothing better to do. And I offered to pay them even, you know, and no, they couldn't be bothered. So that's fine. Again, I might be a little bitter now, and that's only because it's fresh, but you know, we'll get over it. But so the deal is that that happened. And it was hard because I was looking at what kind of cars I wanted, and I was really looking for something much different than what I ended up with. But it's another BMW, something manual transmission, fast, the whole bit, an upgraded version of what I had, blah blah blah. And then I had plans to fix and rebuild my other BMW and sell it for a profit, which I still have, but it's got a lot of work, and I honestly don't even think it's fucking worth it right now, or that I'm even, the tools, so don't have the ability, so I'm trying to sell it. It's a BMW E38 740i, gray, black interior. It's pretty nice, has potential. It's not perfect, it's an old car, and it needs to, needs work. It's a project, but needs a timing chain guides. You know what I mean? So, but if somebody were to put the effort and time into it, then they'd have a fucking beautiful car on their hands, and a classic. I think it's going to be worth a lot of money. So, and I'm willing to let it go cheap because I'm running out of funds pretty quick as we speak. Anyway, so we got that going on. Yeah, but I had a totally different plan, and then an odd thing happened as I was curious because Mercedes, like BMWs, are all by numbers and letters and all this shit, and I knew nothing about them. I couldn't tell you what a S class or a C class or an M class. None of it. I had no idea. AMG, like I kind of knew that was the badass car, like the M series of the BMW, but other than that, I didn't know. So I was like, I want to know. I'm curious. I like BMWs so much. So who's their competition? And I started learning. And then I kept stumbling across this goddamn ugly ML 500 or 350, SUV, cheap, super cheap, a couple $1,000s. I was like, oh, well, they gotta be a piece of crap, just like the BMWs, like that's why people sell them off. That's And I started reading about them, and it's like people, one video on YouTube said something about having 500,000 miles on it. I'm like, yeah, right, no way. But supposedly, and I guess a lot of others get way up there too. So I saw one that I really liked. It was fucking cool, man. Real big aggressive tires on it, tin all the way around, a couple upgrades, like a little bit nicer, like rack on top, rugged, and I was like, I drove it, and it was a fucking powerhouse. It felt like a muscle car. It was almost like a little intimidating. Like I was like, god damn, I could get in trouble in this thing, And then so I was going to buy that car, and that's another fun story for later. It was Sunday, and I couldn't withdraw that much cash out, and so I stayed in a hotel next to my bank, and I woke up in the morning, and I knocked my phone off of the table, and it broke, and I missed the guy, like I was like, I called him, and we talked a little bit, but I don't know if he thought I was lying to him or what, but he just flaked out on me. So I was like, fuck me, dude, gotta be kidding me. So now I have to go another day without a car, and every day without a car is me just dead in the water, so another guy called me. It was the exact same car, only black on the outside, which is cool anyway. I like the black idea anyway better than the silver, but it didn't have the aggressive tires. The inside was this light tan, which I kind of don't like, but the other one was black on the interior, which I did like a lot. But this one had way less, or 20,000 less miles, and I could just kind of tell that it had been like an older gentleman had taken care of it. In fact, I get the impression that there was only one other owner. There was one owner, and then the guy who bought it before me sold it to me, and he only had it for like, I think, a couple months or something. And I think he just fell in love with it so much that he wanted something newer, and he could afford it. So, good for him. I can't. So I picked this thing up. It had 167,000 miles, 168,000 miles or something, which is, not that bad. And then, like I said, it seems to be running perfect so far. I really should be going through and checking the oil, doing the oil, all that stuff. But look, I just bought it for $4,100 cash. I insured it. I fucking got the registration. I did it all. You know what I mean? It was all legit. So, I'm up and running like I should be. So that, that was important. So that was a lot of cash, man. It really cut into my savings. And like I said, all the fucking Ubers and the hotels, and it ruined me. Like it took me from having like a real endless opportunity to, well, now I'm making videos living out of my car, and I'm alone. So, I guess it turned out that way. But I have this hunch that this is actually going to be for the better. Because right now I'm kind of sticking locally to this Denver area because, I don't know why I am, just because it's where I started. But I kind of have this feeling that I could really start branching out and just get the fuck out of here. You know, like maybe we'll go across the country. Maybe we'll go to California. Maybe we'll go to Mexico. Fuck. You know, let's just see where this goes. Or maybe we could just, you know, shoot down Colorado Springs into the mountains and just stay in Colorado. There's plenty to check out right here. You know, I don't know, but there's a lot going on. You know, I really think that if I put some real hard work in some of the nights and some of the days I have nothing to do, learn how to edit these videos, build like Patreon accounts and social media accounts and plug it and all that shit, and then you know, build it into something that'll, you know, grow. I have a semi decent phone, you know, it's you know, something newest, but it's good enough, I think. And yeah, we'll just kind of operate, and maybe we'll upgrade. And I said it'll be kind of like a man collapsing from a lifestyle to discover a new one, to take on a car. So it's a car thing, a traveling thing, a self-discovery improvement thing. Man, it's gonna have everything, dude. It's like the all-in-one channel. It's gonna be a fitness channel because I'm gonna start going back to the gym. It's gonna be a fucking mental health channel because I'm a fucking idiot and I'm depressed all the time and I ruined my life with that. We're gonna talk about, you know, fucking drug addiction, yeah, fucking good shit, because, you know, I've been there too, so it'll come up, I'm sure. But you know, like, I don't know, I just, it just hit me. I was cruising through those alleys and I was like, fuck, this is it, man. This is it. And oh, it also came to me, no fixed address. That's it. So maybe like I could get like, maybe like, you know, I got a long way to go, guys, you know, and it's gonna be hard to live out of it and build upon it, and also with no tools and no place to really do it. But if you know, my ex-girlfriend will, you know, someday reach me or whatever, if that's, you know, to be bothered or whatever, then I could see if I have any tools left, because I should, and then I could kind of work with what I have and then kind of grow upon what I have. And you know, like I said, I could just maybe take on one little piece out of a car at a time. But there are a few things I'd really like to do, but it may be hard to drive, live, and, you know, but what else do I have to do, man? You know, because something I'd really like to do, I want to take the headliner down, which isn't bad or anything. It's not great. And I'd like to do it in like a black suede or a dark gray or something. I don't know, something cool. And you know, like an Alcantara kind of thing. And then if you've ever seen the is it Rolls Royce, or I think it's Rolls Royce, but they have this or Bentley, I don't know, I think it's Rolls Royce, but they have like this starlight twinkling sky, and you can put all these like fiber optic little cables and make little stars that twinkle like the night sky. That could be really cool. I also could, you know, build some utilities, because I have a trailer hitch. I want to, you know, so there's that. I want to get a roof rack, so I can actually maybe start putting some of this crap in here, up there, that's, you know, accessible and usable. You know, like I said, we'll get some bigger tires on this, you know, nothing too crazy. Maybe a little bit of a lift kit, if, you know, because it's supposedly really easy on these. We'll see. I know it's a lot to do, and I have no money, so it's a dream list for sure, but I have a feeling we can make it happen somehow. I have a feeling this is meant to be. So, yeah, I think that's where we're at. That's what we'll do. So, well, you know, start putting together some ideas for that. And like I said, I want to get really dark tint around, and maybe even like in the backs, you know, maybe some kind of pull down like privacy shade, you know, like a little thing up here. So like when I'm out somewhere, I could be blacked out. Like in here, I'm in here, and I'm all alone, you know. Just some little things. I would like maybe get a better navigation, you know. And I said, you know, get a computer. Maybe I can get a hotspot up on top, and, you know, some power, like, you know, I might have said that already, but like, yeah, some like where I could plug in power cords and do shit like that. That'd be, you know, the utility would be great on that, you know, running off the alternator and the battery. I think it's gonna be fun, man. You know, like, think about like what we do with our lives. You know, we get jobs to, you know, do these things that we fucking, what for what? What's it all mean? You know, like I've been a plumber and an air conditioning guy for 20 years, and I've worked all of my life, you know, hard all my life, made pretty good money, and then, you know, paid my bills and had girlfriends and all. And where the fuck am I at now? So, nowhere. What do you mean? Nothing. You know, it's like I've made enough to like pay my bills, but not enough to do anything else, you know. So, you know, that's something else that I'd like to do, is that, you know, oddly enough, is this time that I'd become the most wealthy I'd ever been, which is not that wealthy. I was doing the least amount of work that I'd ever done. So that, you know, interesting there. But what I was going to do with that money is really start learning to grow it. You know, like I got a Robinhood account, an Acorn account and stuff, and I started to just play with that, just get my feet wet with that, and a Coinbase account, and then I was like, oh, I can't even deal with it right now. I'm hemorrhaging money on fucking Uber rides and just retarded shit that is absolutely not helping me at all, and wasting my time in a new car, and oh, don't forget all the other personal items and stuff, my clothes and underwear, and it's just great. But you know, I got to get organized. It's gonna be like a whole thing, and I gotta like really like think about how I could build this where everything has good utility, everything's functional, everything has a place, and it works. You know, it makes sense and it works. You know, get some kind of like pad on the floor down there, so it's, you know, I got some soft, you know, like cushioning. It's gonna be kind of rough tonight, guys, I'll tell you that shit. But I'm getting a little bit hungry, so I think I'm gonna work on that, and then we're gonna go before it gets dark here, which is looking like, you know, relatively soon. I want to see if I can get some of the wood to you know, bridge the gap there. Anyway, we're gonna have a lot of fun, and like I said, I got a lot to learn when it comes to like building all this shit up, you know. So it's too bad I couldn't like have this as an open channel where I could, you know, like talk to people on the go or whatever. They could, you know, kind of start helping me out. Maybe, you know, get some people who watch and say, oh, that's how you do this, how you do that, and like, you know, start training me a little bit from somewhere else. Anyway, again, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go look for the wood. You know what? Actually, fuck it. How about I just take you with me and go to the woods? You know, what else we got to do, right? Nothing. So we'll do that. I'll go look for the wood. Just trying to think of where it is. I hope I find it, because that would suck if I didn't. Oh yeah, put your safety belt on, kids. It's important. And I just want to address something, is that like something that's really hindering me right now is I don't even know why or what's going on. They don't look bad, but underneath my fingernail, they're a little dirty, you know. They're nothing bad. I can't scrub them or do anything. But they hurt like so bad, like on the very layer, like underneath my nails, feels like somebody's jamming like something underneath there, and just it hurts so bad. They're so sensitive, and like, I don't know, I was trying to read online and see like, what is that, like what's this from, and I can't figure it out. But it is really, really hindering me. It's like hard to pick things up, especially things that have like soft, like cotton or anything, and like, it grates into me, like, I can't even stand it. You know, so, and I feel like there's just so much to explore. Something I really, shit, I should have gone there. Well, they had a big gate blocking the road off, so I didn't see that until it was too late, so fuck them. So anyway, yeah, it's making like everything really hard, even just to pick shit up and move my baskets around. I'm like, makes me want to like scream and cringe. It's terrible. But that's gonna be something that's gonna be really fun and interesting, is if I can get people to like help me out a little bit and sponsor me, like, oh, I make this product, I make this thing, I think it'd be fun, you know. If you mention it on your show, or, you know, start getting some viewers, then, you know, start paying some of the bills, which aren't very high, so it don't have to be very much. And, you know, get like, that's gonna be interesting. Is like, where would I have anything mailed to? You know, no fixed address. You know, so I think that's what I call a channel, man. Is no fixed address. You know, and like I said, it's gonna be a Mercedes build, a personal development program that talks about, you know, fucking, I don't know, everything I'm interested in. Fitness, like, I don't know, changing your life, most importantly. But yeah, it's gonna be like, if you're a car enthusiast, you're probably gonna enjoy it. If you're a travel enthusiast, you're gonna like it. If you're a fucking fitness guy, you might get a couple tips, you know, I don't know. I've, at one time, a few times actually, I've been, you know, I looked incredible. And then I quit, and then I completely reversed into a tiny little skeleton like I am now, and it is terrible and humiliating, and then I build it up all over again. But, you know, I could take you on that journey with me again that I've done, you know, 6 times or something now. I don't know, whatever it is. It's almost like deceiving, like, you know, and I've had dating profiles in the past, like, So that is me, you know, but like, you know, like maybe a year ago, you know, so I have to like take those off because they're a little dishonest as of right now, but I don't care. Fuck dating right now anyway. I never want to date again, honestly. Ever. So, sorry ladies. By default, the rest of them have ruined you. For them, for me, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think I need some me time anyway. You know? I mean, dude, I'm 39 years old. It's gross, man. Like, ugh. It's not cool or... And like, I'm living in a fucking car. I'm a fucking loser, man. Like, seriously. Like, that's not even a joke. Like, if I'm being, like, critical and real, yeah, I'm a 39-year-old fucking loser. You know, I think it's, like, been a little bit easier for me because at one time I was, like, not a bad-looking guy, you know, that's fading fast, you know? So I had that, and, you know, like I said, I, you know, lifted some weights, so I had, you know, pretty good body, and, you know, he'll put up with my fucking inability to, you know, follow through with anything, and, you know, my mysterious sadness all the time, and all the other bullshit that plagues me constantly and ruins my life. You know? I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of self-deprecation that's going to come out because, well, I deserve it, to be quite honest. And guess what, guys? I can tell that we're on the path. We're getting close to where we were on the wood. I hope we can find it. I know there was like 2x4s. That's not really... I really need some fucking plywood, like small sheets of plywood. Again, none of this stuff will be stolen. It was all like, you know, on the side, like kind of like trash, extra building material. Looks like there's, you know, some construction going on in this old neighborhood. So this is all like secondhand repurposed stuff. And I really can't wait till I either get another battery set so I have some more tools, because all my brand new Milwaukee shit gone. So that's fun, or you know, most of it anyway. And then I can, like I said, tools so I can cut stuff into size and make it how it should be, and, you know, paint it or whatever, you know, make it right, you know. But that's where we're at now. Yeah, but you know, like I said, get some rugged, like, outdoor, like, lights for the thing, you know. Like I said, I think it's gonna be fucking fun, man. I think it's gonna be really, really fun. Shoot down here. First alley, I want to take a lefty, a Louis. I think that'll be our spot. Maybe. Huh. Interesting. The alleys might be different than I remember them, or I'm bucking this up. I don't know. Looks kind of familiar. Let's go this way. Like I said, that's alright. I'm gonna go down here. So instead of looking at my ugly mug all the time, because you know, I don't know, I'm sometimes self-conscious about that shit. I continue around and you can look at all the shit that I'm seeing. So that'd be fun. There we go. So that's alley cruising. Oh, we can do better than that. We can do better than that, guys. There we go. I think it's good enough. I'll be right back. I think I saw something. Maybe. Nothing good. Sometimes people might get a little edgy about us going through this shit, but yeah, I'm not trying to look for anything, you know, no trouble or hurt anybody, you know, just reuse junk, you know. I'll fix you guys here. There we go, a little awkward, but kind of see. All right, so not the alley, but it's all right. We got lots more to go. We're gonna go down here. It might be a little hard to tell. This is a really fucking beautiful historic district in Denver area. You know, really nice. But these fuckers are rich. How do they do it? Like, how do these people do it? Like, I'm 40, right? So I guarantee a lot of these people are probably 40 or younger, and own these houses. Like how? What did they do that I didn't? Well, probably be a drug addict. That was one of them. Don't do that. But I don't know. It's just still like, even when I'm bankrolling money, like making really good money, it's like it seemed inconceivable that I would like have $1 million house in a cramped suburban neighborhood like this bullshit. It's crazy. Really crazy. Man, what we got there? It's a nice fucking door. That's fucking cool looking. I don't know if it's like somebody's shit though. I don't know what I'd really do with it. That's another thing, man. Maybe I could sell some shit that I find out here, Maybe they sell some goodies out, Fucking throw up a little fucking biz, Start selling some of this crapola. It'd be good stuff though, because I don't have a lot of storage. Well, that's something I could consider getting a storage shed, or I could put the items that I want to sell or whatever. But I don't want to start collecting a bunch of junk for no reason. But if I can flip a profit, then I probably need to. I kind of feel like this is the alley, but way down there. So that'd be dope. Cool motorcycle. If we want to be really naughty boys, we could definitely probably steal some pretty cool shit, but we're not gonna do that. That's jokes. Nobody's stealing nothing, because Derek doesn't like going to jail anymore. Well, I never really liked it, but I don't want to go there anymore. So yeah, I think it'd be really cool, especially if I start getting like live chats going on, and guys can like talk some shit back to me or something, and give me some ideas on the fly, Windshield wipers. I really got kind of inspired to do something similar to this from a guy called Owen Benjamin. His name, Owen Benjamin. If you've never heard of him, you should look him up because he's fucking hilarious. And I don't know, just something about listening to him. When I moved up to Colorado, I was making this grandiose journey to change my life in some brand new way kind of thing, right? And there were some things that were kind of definitely uncertain and a little scary about it. And there was many nights that I could have just easily gone into my head and really started to like eat myself up with worry and doubts and stuff, and which is what I was just doing recently all the time, which led to quite a lot of problems, guys. Let's be honest, not good. So, but he just started talking about being a fucking legend and a man, like how it's, like stepping up to the plate, and just talking about things that were real and like I resonated with. And he was funny, and he didn't back down. And he basically, his story, his shtick is he's a comedian, and he was pretty popular, but he had sort of made like an off the cuff comment about something that he disagreed with politically. That some guy was like an agent for a lot of Hollywood people. They're like, oh, you can't say that, blah blah blah. So and so, his kid's trans or whatever. He's like, about a trans kid. And he's like, yeah, and that's psycho, and that's child abuse. He's not a trans kid, he's 5, he's just trying to like use his son to virtue signal about what a tolerant, awesome guy he is, and it's gross. And they said, it basically got wind back to the guy, and he's like, you apologize and get down and kiss my ring. Kiss my ring, Owen. Or we'll kick you out of Hollywood, Owen. We'll blackball you. You'll never work in this town again, see? And he told him to suck a dick. And he goes, no, I believe what I say, that's why I'm going to say it. And, they sure as fuck went out of his way, or out of their way to like ruin his career. But, the big bear thrived on. He didn't give a fuck. You should go read his fucking Wikipedia page. It's awesome. It's hilarious because he was trying to make him sound like a crazy like conspiracy theorist who thinks Bill Gates is a eugenicist, wants to kill off the population by giving us vaccines, and that sounded so insane back then. But then COVID-19 happened, and guess what? I guess he was right. I wonder if it's still on there because they like to change his Wikipedia when stuff he said, you know, had become true or was like, you know, became hilarious because of coincidence like that. Then they would go back and change it and like make it like worse. Like, he's a racist. He's a racist who sung a song about a guy who stole his bike. You know? And he calls black people bike thieves. I think it's hilarious. I think black people think it's fucking funny too, honestly. You know? I mean, let's be honest, you know? Some black boys have definitely stolen some bikes. They know it. They laugh. They giggle. They like, this white boy knows. I mean, not that white kids don't steal bike thieves, or bike thieves too, but white boys are more like copper thieves, you know? Because they're like trying to buy meth, you know? Shit like that. But it's real. Yeah, there's like dressers and shit there. No, kind of a piece of shit, but some wood there. Not seeing the wood that I had. Actually, guys, I do see some wood. I hope it works. I'm grabbing it. Favorite. There we go. Look at that later. Got some making. We don't want to look too weird. Those two boards will work for tonight. They're far from perfect, but they will get a flat surface going. I need to get that part. Make sure that load ups can be quick. Also want to try not to be a nuisance, you know? I don't want anybody to like be upset or like, what's this guy doing, you know? But we are recording everything, so that's for everyone's protection, even my own. And, you know, again, and maybe like if they saw me or whatever, and, you know, I told them about what I was doing, maybe make some stickers or something, you know, no fixed address, tell them about the channel. I would just kind of cruise it through, repurposing, rambling about shit. You know, maybe they think it's cool, maybe they won't, who cares? But again, maybe it'll take some of their fears away. They won't feel like it's weird about it or upset. That was kind of cool, like a skee ball set, you know? So, you know, I guess we can just be open about budgets, you know, about money, you know? Let's just put it this way, guys. I had like $9,000 in my bank account last week. And I got like $1,200 right now. And $200 bills in my pocket. So we're looking at a little less than $1,400. And another check coming in on Monday for $760, but it's Wednesday now. It's actually, it won't even come in until like Tuesday night. So it's almost a week away. And there's a lot of shit that I could definitely do to spend money easily. Like even just gas in this fucking thing is gonna cost a lot. So, you know, it's like if I want to really commit to this, I might have to even take kind of a scary leap to like buy and build and grow on some things that I don't have the money to do right now because I'm gonna commit to this, which is, you know, a little scary. But I don't know, man. I think it's a really good idea. I really hope I get some good feedback. I hope people kind of are feeling what I'm feeling, you know. Hope they can find it entertaining or whatever, or, you know, inspiring. I definitely don't want to like set a trend, you know, or fucking there's 20 of us out here fucking doing this shit, and you know, we are a nuisance. But again, I'm not gonna like keep around the same neighborhoods and shit. Literally, Denver is full of alleys. This happened on accident today, so you know, we'll just cruise them all, man. Fuck it. And I said, and also I want to get out of that, you know, and just like go on some road trips and go check out some other shit, you know. Talk about why Colorado Springs is way better than Denver. You know, and I don't know what we're listening to, guys. That is just happening. You know, there's so many things, man. Like, I really need to get like a more updated thing instead of just radio, like a Bluetooth kind of thing. But this is like old school Mercedes, so you know, it looks all like touchscreen and stuff. It's not, and it's you know, it's like, you know, old school. The guy that gave, you know, sold me this car, he gave me a cassette tape that was like a fake cassette tape that you charge up, and then you just uncharge, you throw it in there, and then it's supposed to Bluetooth to your phone, but I don't know, it feels like a Chinese piece of crap and it doesn't work. So I don't know, maybe we'll get another one or figure something else out. There's got to be another option by now. But you know, just have that, have some tunes going on. Also, you know, I'd like to find like the sweet spot of like how long episodes should be. Like, this is already 36 minutes. You know, I definitely think we could go on for hours some days, and other days it may be a little too much, you know, if like you want to keep the content, you know, to the point, you know, like shuffle out some of the bullshit, you know, some of the stuff where I'm just rambling on by myself like a maniac. You know, something that would occur to me sometimes about watching Owen, you know, because he'd get on there and he'd just rant on and have these conversations with himself, essentially. I mean, he's talking to us, but we weren't there, you know. And I was just like, how crazy is that really? Like, you were really just like hanging out with yourself. I mean, he wasn't, but he was, you know. And that's what we're doing. Like, okay, got a cop right here. I don't think he even looked. No, he didn't look. Cool. I mean, it's not like a super nice car, but we are in Mercedes, so like, it kind of looks the part. You know, it doesn't look too crazy. So, I tell you what, I'm gonna go up this alley. If I sense any danger or trouble or any problems, then we'll just sniff out of here, man. No need to cause problems or make anybody upset. Now, how would that be like getting pulled over on my first day? The fucking on the channel, you know. Yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of things, man, where I really open up and talk to you about some things that are going on in my head and in my life, and you know, it's not always gonna be PG. I'll tell you that. You know, it's gonna be some raw shit in here sometimes, because your boy over here has had a fucking crazy life. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Not everybody's gonna dig it. You know, they're gonna think I'm a fucking piece of shit or whatever, and they're right. But it's okay. Every man can be redeemable. You know, look at that fucking cool ass building. It's like all. Oh, you know what I think this is? This might be like right by where the Denver, the fucking thing that looks at the moon. No, that's a house. Never mind. Holy shit. That's just some guy's house. Nice. Boy, man, these motherfuckers are rich. Yeah, you always gotta be careful in neighborhoods like this, because like, in one regard, they'll either barely notice you, you know, like, okay, fine, he ain't hurt anything. Or they'll be like, who is this riffraff trash hanging out in our neighborhood? That's a 2002 Mercedes. I wouldn't be caught dead in that, you know? But, I'll tell you, I'll be honest, guys, like, I've seen some of them look pretty cool, but it's a pretty ugly looking little truck, man, to like our SUV. It's like kind of, I don't know, man. Mercedes has some style, but this sure as fuck didn't have it. But, man, does it drive amazing. And it's got a lot of power, and just, you know, it handles pretty good, you know, for being a big old boxy heavy thing like it is. Accelerates good, pretty fast. So I like it. I think it was just the tires. Honestly, I know it was, but man, it was real, because it's all the time 4-wheel drive. but it handled like fucking total shit in the snow, which was kind of like sucked. It was a little disappointing because I saw so many of them on YouTube where they were just like powering through the shit. It looked amazing, but definitely not from my experience. But again, I got these little like cheesy roadster tires, you know, and really we need to step our game up, man. Get those beefcakes up there, you know. And like with this one, you can do like a straight up body lift, you know, like it's like basically these like hockey puck looking things, you know, and just like under these bolts, you know. I think there's like maybe 10 places, or I don't know, I could just be talking out of my ass, but I think that's what I overheard. And you just jack the truck right up. It's probably not that hard. Now that's probably something I'd have to get some like outside help from, you know, because like you know, I don't have a garage or any of those tools because I live in my car now. Not gonna lie, there's a little bit of part of that that's a little depressing every time I say it. Yep, I'm 39 years old, and you own your own home? Yes, I do. A 2002 Mercedes ML500, baby. Sir, that's not a house. It's my house, bitch. It's my house. You know, like I said, I am getting a little hungry, so we're not going to go too much longer. You know, and to be honest, these alleys are almost like too nice. They're like too clean. You know, we don't have trash in our alleys. That's for the trash in other places. We don't even produce trash over here. I wonder if I could turn right up here though. It's just closed, but you know, I could do like one of these guys. Yeah, like that. Yeah, see, they probably block it up to like keep motherfuckers like me out. They're like, you know, you can come look at the houses from in here, but don't get in our little neighborhoods. Like kind of a quasi-gated community, which they probably just bought themselves and like put them up and just, you know, made it look official. Nobody stopped them. Whoa, my bad. Shit. I think you're the one who's going down the wrong way, buddy. Yeah, not me. You were the one going down the wrong way, not me. Freaked me out there a little bit. It's alright, we'll forgive him. Man, this is a pretty crazy building. I don't know what that is. You know, also like, I wonder, I probably should get like another option to like have a camera and the phone like separately, you know, or something similar, because then I could I don't know, do something different. My point being is like I could search for like food because I'm hungry right now. Also look for some place that would be nice to sleep, maybe wake up to like some nice shit in the morning. You know, someplace close to my clinic in the morning. Talk all about that at some point when you're ready, boys and girls. And to be honest, I might not even publish this one, you know. I'm just kind of playing around, and this is where the editing skills that I don't have are going to be important. Or maybe I'll just like throw the whole sloppy thing out there. Fuck it. Like, you just got to deal with me rambling about nothing for fucking hours. And you either like it or you don't. You know? You like it or you don't. Alright. Let's look another alley, fuck it. These people go. Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry. Oh, shit. My bad. She's like, who's this weirdo driving down my fucking alley recording me? don't know what this neighborhood's considered, actually. I don't know. I'm sure it's got like some little nickname like they all do. And then you got like this big conversion van, like, man, I wish I had that, you know, just live in that bitch, you know? A little bigger than this. This is not the most luxurious thing to live in, guys. Well, I mean, it is because it's a Mercedes. I mean, it sounds classy and shit, but it's not gonna be very fun practically wise. Like, the bed tonight's gonna suck, dude. Suck. And the fact that I only have one flimsy white blanket is gonna suck too. I'd like to have a couple comforters and something a little warmer, you know. Hopefully I don't freeze too much tonight. And you know, I really want to pull over, get to a park, and fucking see what I really need and don't need, you know, and just get rid of the junk. If I'm not gonna wear it or use it, get rid of it. Give it back. Let somebody else pick it out of the fucking dumpsters in the fucking alleys. You know, like, I'll be wearing a lot of the same clothes every day, good boys and girls. But as we go, also just like get some new stuff, man. You know, like, I don't want to wear this raggedy shit anymore.